that's part of the complexity, maybe part of the problem we've created in a spiritual culture, is we say there are certain callings that are higher than others. And I've come to believe that that's not true. So just to affirm you, your calling to support creatives and encourage performers is just as important as a person who's called to, officiate weddings or speak to the masses on a Sunday. So yeah, my calling has been, the journey has just been like so wacky, because I go back to when I was a kid. I came to visit my grandma in LA, and I remember 12 years old, 10 years old, maybe, feeling I want to be here. This is my tribe. There's something about this ethos of creativity and the idea of performing and telling stories that is in my blood. But as I was going on my own kind of spiritual awakening, I got the message that those gifts and those passions had to be used in a more guarded way, because that world out there is bad and tempting and can really consume you. Now, there's probably some truth in that if we're not careful, right? Anything can consume us. But I felt like then I just sort of kind of put my gifts and passions in a box, and I used them in the context of our church community on Sundays and at the youth group. And although that was good, at the time I felt fulfilled, it was the calling where I felt like God was really calling me beyond this. This has been a 20-year journey that I'm giving you the Twitter version of here, but where I felt like, man, Tony, you missed some of these opportunities. You missed seeing the goodness of the universe and the impact I want you to have, and the stories that can be impacting you. Like the sacred can be found in the strangest places, but we put blinders on to believe, no, the sacred is only this and what we say it. And certain people are the gatekeepers of that. And so I have felt like my calling has been, there's been many callings that I've had along my journey. Ones that are, I'm bawling and weeping at midnight outside in front on my lawn because I feel I heard the voice of God. And other callings where I'm sitting in a dark theater watching a movie going, yes, oh my gosh. Kind of like what you talked about in your first podcast, these moments of transcendence where we can't explain something is happening in our soul, but it's happening. Yeah. So my calling now, I feel, is to tell stories to affect change and to affect healing. I think stories heal the world too. Stories make us feel something and move us to being who we're meant to be. So that's what I'm trying to do in my work.